I tell them you can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. I'm a type of nigga that says shit straight. I never did hate, that's a bitch nigga trait. By any means, baby, I'ma get to the cake. I been a real nigga, so it ain't for debate. Beefing with me, get you hit with a stake. She left you for me, saying you the mistake. I can't be replaced. No. Saving what hoes? Do you see me with a cake? I hustle from sun up to sundown. If a hater run up, he get walked down. We be up in that stick on who talk down. Reaching for my shit, 5-5. I be putting in work, I don't clock out. Talking dirty, you niggas get mouthed out. Shout it like how I kick it like Kung Lao. Cause these niggas be chicken, compound. I ain't wanna do it, but have to. I'm the shit like I live in the bathroom. Pull up, eat it, and dip, she fast food. Girl, let me show you what this cash do. I'm going nuts like the cashews. My name in they mouth with a bad mood. Not a brokey, I go with a cash move. I'ma set this shit off if I have to. Hey. Niggas ain't built like me, bionicles, but you self-made. It's ironic though, you original but you be copying. I'm by my coins, I got that sonic flow. Bruce Lee, Roy, bitch, I got the glow. Probably run a ticket up at Papa Do's. Call me Young Atomic cause I'm about to blow, nigga. Pause, no homo. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. You can't get like me. Pack strong, hit like me. We ride till we D.I.E. My cash up too lit, I be up.
What's good? This episode of MZ Talks Boxing comes to you by H.W. Wicks Handcrafted Candles. Their motto is relax and enjoy. The Block Fan. Also by Track Titans. Man, let's have some fun. First off, congratulations to Alexander Usyk. My boy went out there and did it again. I picked him to win. Nobody can say I didn't because I did. I was riding with him after the first fight. I picked him to win the first fight too. Salute Trey X in the house. Salute. Christmas Eve stream. I want to talk about Usyk and Fury fight, which I enjoyed immensely. I'm gonna take my time and as I dive into it, stretching, feeling good about the week, the way the week went. Talk noise to my boss at work because the Steelers lost to the Ravens, but I had an inside track on what team to go with. That's right. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to take my time and just go through this. Let's bring the snowman to the front for a second. This guy right here. Tyson Fury. You can't say the unbeatable Tyson Fury because Usyk had already beat him once. And nobody made any issues about the fact that Fury stood in front of the world and said he thought he won the fight, and the only reason that Usyk won the first fight because the judges gave it to him because his country was at war. And he believes that, and he's going to always believe that. Excuse number one, but fair play. Second fight, I really enjoyed the second fight just as much, if not a little bit more, that Usyk won the second time. Let's put the champ back up there, man. Get that up, do it out of here. That Usyk won for the simple reason so many people were going against him. The ones that were like behind the fight, I have to say, Turkey Alex Sheep was making it that, he wanted Fury to win. Be his reasoning they wanted a trilogy or what have you or whatever. I was like, forget that trilogy. Hoping that Usyk was taking it as disrespect that I just whooped this dude, and y'all saying that he gonna come back and do his thing. Mr. I'm more focused and the plan is out the way. He come in at 280 something pounds, 50 pounds heavier than Usyk or something like that, somewhere in that range. With the thought that I guess, like everybody was saying, he's gonna lean on Usyk and he's gonna do, he's gonna bully him and as Fury said, bring pain and cause hurt and put him in the hurt locker. And I was just trying to get myself to understand how you going to do all that to a dude that showed you in the first fight that he's nimble and he got good footwork and movement and he always using the ring and placing himself in the middle. How you plan on executing that plan? If for whatever reason you say in the first fight, I guess I don't know what kind of excuse he's trying to use. All I'm saying, in my opinion, the better fighter won. Usyk went out there and Fury couldn't execute that, laying on him and trying to bully him for the simple reason Usyk constantly moved around the ring and used his footwork and angles. Had Fury missing a lot. Fury whiffed on a lot of punches that he threw at Usyk. Now, I'll give him a couple of good shots, but as far as the scoring of the fight, Fury 4 rounds, that's about the best he did. He got put out there, no matter what kind of excuse. I can't even fathom the thought of what kind of excuse he got, because at one point in the fight, I feel like Fury had got to the point where he didn't know what to do and he started searching for something. That's why he started switching southpaw to orthodox throughout the whole fight. Yeah, he threw some heavy shots. I guess, at some point he tried to use a power jab. He tried to use his little flick jab. He tried to do the jab and a little quick sweep that he likes to do. It's like a half hook or what have you. And Usyk just happened to be on point for the most part of the fight with his defense. He shut Fury down as far as giving him a good attack, even though Fury was supposedly, in his mind, he said he was constantly on the front foot coming forward and working Usyk. I don't know what he must have combined his first fight with the second fight for his mind to have said that, because throughout the fight, the dude was he was going backwards. Gil Cole's in the house. No wonder I wasn't seeing no text. I was on the wrong damn page. Gil Cole's in the house. Salute, OG. Finally able to stay up and catch alive. Yeah, man, I feel you on that one. Christmas, I'm thinking everybody should be off, hopefully. And I hope if they're traveling safe. And everybody's in good health and spirit. And it all goes well. But Fury talking about he was on the front foot and pushing forward. Like I said, did he mix his fights together to get that assumption? Because that's not what was happening. He was bagging up in the first fight. He was bagging up in this fight. And Usyk, by going upstairs, and man, he worked Tyson's body the whole night, just peppering the body, jabbing it to the body, stabbing it with that straight left to the body, hooking him to the body, but never leaving, as he says, never leaving Tyson alone. Takes a lot of energy to try, in my opinion, to keep somebody off of you like that. Tyson Fury tall, the plan that he used or he had in mind, he just couldn't get it off. Usyk was too fast for him. Usyk a smart fighter, and he was ready. I got to take my hat off to Sugar Hill, though. He did prove that a corner man that's supposed to be a good corner man does give good information and give good advice in the corner, because he was tearing Tyson Fury ass up in that corner letting Tyson know that he was not doing the stuff that he wanted. He's telling him, you standing there, you let him get off first, you coming straight back, we don't need that bull. You know, Sugar Hill was really getting on him and giving him information. Problem was Tyson Fury was going out there and Usyk was like, no, ain't none of that working. We supposed to be respectful. You coming out here to interviews talking about I'm gonna beat your ass, bitch, and talking crazy. You said that I only won because my country was at war. They felt sorry for me. You're gonna come out big and heavy and come forward and cause pain. Here, take this to the gut. Man, he got a 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4-punch combination that he lit off on Fury when he got on the inside, all to the midsection, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, just do. Quick and fast. Fury stepped back. He tried to throw that little sweepy right hook, but Usyk was always ready. He was always on the phone. He was like, hello? Yes, I am blocking that. Hello? Yes, I am blocking that too. Usyk was on point, man, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the look on Fury's face, not of confidence, not really of bewilderness, but of like at a loss. What, I pretty much tried everything. The holding behind the head and throwing the uppercut, the holding it behind the back and throwing shots to the body. I done tried everything. Nothing's working because Usyk know how to fight. Yes, I understand Usyk, people were saying the 38-year-old. Here's how I was looking at it, how I always look at it. To me, they got the same amount of mileage on them when it comes down to wear and tear. Usyk's from the amateurs, Fury's from alcohol and drugs. Just keep it real, that's exactly what it is right there for me. Rod X in the building. What's up, my people? Glad to see you in the house. Everybody doing good. Happy holiday to you. Merry Christmas Eve, if that's even a saying. Anyway, Fury, they did a smart thing by just having Sugar Hill in the corner instead of having everybody all in Fury's ear trying to give their information. Fury ain't built like that. He can't have a 3-headed monster in the corner like, dare I say, Terrence Crawford, pound for pound. Terrence Crawford could sit there and listen to that and go out there and make it happen. But that ain't Fury. Excuse me. Damn, she really whistling right now. The consensus is, people was looking at Fury's height and weight and massiveness. They was looking at that, and at the point that he could move around and box with lesser opponents, and I'm getting to this lesser opponents, and get some wins. And I want to get to the point where, dare I say, one of the things that propelled Fury's name to stardom is him beating, get this, y'all, Deontay Wilder, the Bum. That most fans said that's Wilder is trash. He this, he that. But the win over Wilder propelled Fury, hell, way up there. Now, how could these wins over the Bronze Bomber, who was trash and sorry, how could these wins be that great? I guess it's a double standard. Just like it's a double standard for the fact that Fury is running around talking about he won both fights. The first fight, cost his country a war. This fight, they just got it wrong or whatever. I think he started believing the fact because they were like, oh, this is going to be a great comeback. And he had a pre-notion that this fight was just going to be given to him if he went out there and didn't get, wobbled or whatever. But he got wobbled. Yeah, he got caught real good. On one point, they did a little spin in the middle of the ring where he got where Usyk got him off of him. But so many people crying, which I'm bewildered by, that they're really saying that it was a close fight. I'm bewildered by that too. I did not see a close fight. I don't know what you saw or anybody else saw, but in my opinion, I did not see a close fight. at all. Not with the way that Usyk was tearing up Fury's body. And I believe that's what really the judges also paid attention to. No matter what it was that Fury was doing, if he shot something at Usyk, one thing, Usyk returned pretty much every everything that Fury shot at him. Usyk returned it quickly. He was right back on it. Fury landed a good shot on Usyk, and Usyk looked like he was like, oh, fuck that. Oh, forget that, and tried to, jump right back on Fury. But he was always landing a body shot, either a jab to the body, slipping up under Fury's outstretched arm and throwing it straight to the body. I mean, peppering him popping him in the chest. Whatever was open, Usyk was hitting it when it came to the body. And then he started mixing, going up to the head every once in a while. He wasn't catching him at first, but once he did start landing, you could see the Fury felt it. His face showed it. His look showed it. It's a beautiful thing. Of course, I think the Klitschko fight propelled Fury. He always had that lineal title attached to his name. Yeah, with that, I get you. But what I'm saying is, until he beat the Bronze Bomber, that's when they was like, oh, he this, he that. That was, Deontay Wilder really propelled him. He, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but the 3 fights with Wilder really propelled him. Usyk to go out there and whoop Fury back to back, and shout out to DeCane, who on the road right now, brought it to my attention. He was like, shoot, Usyk showing something that he really showing something. He done whoop AJ twice, and he done whoop Fury twice. Now he got a controversial win over Usyk. I want my revenge. Congratulations. I want my revenge. Let's get it on. Daniel Dubois. But if he turns around and go and correct that ship, yeah, he doing his thing. Greatest of all time. I don't know if I'm willing to put that on his shoulders, but for this era, he the man. When it comes to the heavyweights, he's proving it. He doing what Holyfield did. Holyfield was the man at cruiserweight. Usyk was the man at cruiserweight. Moved up to heavyweight, made some noise, became a champion. I'm trying to remember. Became the man. Now I understand Usyk ain't from here, so that's why he ain't getting the love and support. Like somebody that did what he just did should get. But if he was from America, looking like he looked right now, boy, he'd be better than sliced bread. But they wouldn't stop. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They would be going straight crazy. But Champ Ross is in the building. What's up, fellas? Merry Christmas, y'all. And thanks for stopping through. Merry Christmas to you as well, bro. Merry Christmas to you as well. I'm not hearing anything as to the fact. I'm sorry, jumping points. Usyk being great compared to Ali. No, I wouldn't give him that, which it was brought to my attention. He probably got, I think they're about the same height. And I'm gonna have to check for myself, but it's been told to me that Usyk has the same reach as Ali. Okay, and for them to have the same birthday, that's cool too. But to throw him out there and say that he's like the GOAT, I couldn't say that because of this era that we're in. At this era that he's in, y'all give it up to our brother Trey X joining the show. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Salute. Thought I'd just jump on and talk about this motherfucker Usyk a little bit. I call him Alexander the Great. He is the conqueror. Along with Terrence Crawford, but definitely Usyk is a conqueror. I really can't think of too many fighters to compare him to, like as far as what he's done, because like he started boxing late. He was 15. I see Gil Coles was saying that can you believe Sean Porter beat him? Well, he beat Usyk when Usyk was 15, and that's when Usyk first started. So he got a late start in boxing. He was a middleweight, ended up going up to heavyweight. That's cruiserweight as an amateur because you know they got super heavyweight, and he won everything there is to win: European games, European championships, ARBA World Championships, Olympics, every fucking thing there is to win. 335-15 was his amateur record. So then he turned pro, undisputed champion at cruiserweight, go to heavyweight, undisputed champion at heavyweight. This is a guy that started late in boxing, man. You see that kind of shit from fighters that start when they 8, 9, or something like that. This dude started, he was 15. That's the same age as Earl Spence when he started. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this motherfucker Usyk is a very unique fighter. I don't think I've ever seen a fighter with his type of personality. But I always say, when it comes to the great athletes, a lot of time I see them as being a little bit eccentric. And he is definitely an eccentric figure in boxing. And he a bad motherfucker, bona 5'5". I done picked against him both times too. The first time I picked against I had Usyk at first, and I changed my pick on Champ Ross. And I was like, man, this motherfucker Fury probably just too big for him, man. He is a 4.5. He probably go out there and maybe worm down or something. Went out there and proved me wrong. Went out there and made me eat crow. So then we come back for this one. I say, man, I'm just gonna go on ahead. It's a rematch. I hate picking rematches anyway. A lot of the time, I just go with the other guy. So that won the first time. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'll go with the person that lost the first time. So I went with Fury. And they crow on that shit again. But I ain't mad about it though, man. Salute to Usyk. He a bad motherfucker.
Man, yeah, I picked Usyk to do his thing. Gil Cole said he is the great in this era. Champ Ross asked, in the last 25 years, Usyk up there for sure. Where do you think he ranks in the last 25 years of boxing, of heavyweights?
25 years in boxing and heavyweight. Put him behind Klitschko. Might be
Behind
Klitschko
Klitschko?
number one. Huh?
Nah, I'm listening. I was just saying behind Klitschko.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking. You know, Klitschko was a long reigning champion, man. He defended his belt a bunch of times. I can't even think of, I don't even know the stats completely, but I know he was a long reigning champion. He had a whole bunch of title defenses. Can I give a guy that come to the division, get some solid wins over guys like Jazor and shit like that, and then he go step it up, controversial win over Daniel Dubois, even though it's not all that controversial to me, he stopped the man. It ain't like it was a fucking bad judge's decision. He stopped Daniel Dubois. But then you got two great wins over Joshua, two great wins over Fury. Is that enough to take away all the shit that Klitschko did? You know what I'm saying? Klitschko, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying?
He was Dr. Steelhammer.
Dr. Steelhammer. Yeah, I know he got stopped and all that kind of shit on the come up and all that. I can't even think of that dude that stopped him, that white dude. He had some ups and downs a little bit off in there, but once he got to the top of the mountain, he stayed there for a long time. That was his division. So I think I'll give number 2 behind Klitschko. But at the same time, I will say it's people that's a lot more qualified to be giving their opinion on that shit than me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sure, we the ones here. Your qualifications are just fine. In this area, in the top 5 for sure. In the top 5 for sure.
Well, who the four you'll put above him?
But hell, Klitschko was champ for so long. You can't put Joshua, can't put Wilder, can't put Shannon Briggs, because they all feel bad. What you was gonna say?
I about to say Shannon Briggs.
Yeah, because Klitschko whooped him. Klitschko whooped on him.
Yeah, he ain't even in the discussion.
But I'm just thinking of the heavyweights because you know they pool ain't super outrageously great.
So we talking about 25 years. So we going back to
Lennox Lewis,
basically 1999, right? Them
yeah.
motherfuckers, yeah. So I ain't even thinking about all them type motherfuckers. You know
You
what I'm
just say
saying?
fuck that. We just gonna go straight to where it said.
Yeah. So
Lennox
I just,
Lewis. Okay, yeah, okay. Chad Ross said he'll put Lennox Lewis, Vitali, then Usyk. Which Vitali or I think Vitali was the one that was the longer reigning over I don't even know how you say what
no. He fought for the title against Lennox and lost. I wasn't even thinking about Lennox. Man, I got my dates and shit all fucked up in my mind. I didn't even know Lennox is in that motherfucking time frame. I would definitely
because
put Lennox number one for sure. And then I go for Telly Klitschko, then I go Usyk. So I'm with Champ Ross.
and what made me not what maybe was trying to figure it threw me off because you know he fought Tyson and I knew that was before 25 years but Lennox traveled into the next group.
God damn, what all fighters is in that era? So we go back that time. Is that Holyfield time too? It seemed like Holyfield was.
Yeah, Holyfield kind of bled over into it, but he was taking like he was slow and out of it. He was shot.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking about the 90s and all that kind of shit with them type niggas. Really, like he say the last 25 years, but I'm going 2000 and beyond. So
Yeah, 99.
Lennox Lewis was still on top at that time. When did he retire? 2004 or some shit?
Yeah, somewhere around between 2 and 4, if I'm remembering correctly.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Chad Ross said
gonna
Lennox
roll
was
with
on the
that.
tail end.
On the tail end.
Yeah, 3 would be good. 3 would be good. I think 3 is a great spot for this era.
Well, not
Especially
this
for him
era.
to do what Holyfield did, you know. He pretty much walked the same path. And in my opinion, he knocked off the 2 biggest names, you know, that's still standing because Wilder out of there. No shots at Wilder or anything, but for him to go out there and handle the big snowman, and we know the snowman crafty and he no tricks. Usyk went out there and nullified and stopped all of that.
You can nitpick a little bit though. That's one thing you can do. Like, okay, he got a win over Dubois. Who the fuck expected anything from Dubois? Everybody expected him to beat Dubois. Ain't nobody picked the ball in the fucking Usyk. Okay, we can go to Joshua. Joshua already been stopped and all kind of shit by the time he got to Usyk. He was the champion because Andy Ruiz gave his belts back at the buffet, but he already been stopped and shit. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko could have got him out of there if he would have just stepped on the gas. So you can look at that. And then Tyson Fury, a dope fiend. You know what I'm saying? And his biggest wins are what? Overrated Deontay Wilder. So you can look at that kind of shit. That's the kind of shit I think the historians will look at. That's why you still can't put him in a conversation with no Ali and shit. This motherfucker fighting Joe Frazier and George Foreman and shit. Like you were spitting a historian face saying some shit like that. Even putting him in, even considering him being over Ali is blasphemous. It's going to be like Stephen A. Smith saying, nigga, that shit blasphemous.
Not the blasphemous.
Real nigga shit that's blasphemous, bro. I could just take them 2 wins right there by Ali over Frazier and Foreman, and that pretty much be Usyk's whole professional career. He ain't got 2 wins that can match up to that. Even going back to cruiserweight, he can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So you can nitpick a little bit. I give him his props though. This is what he's dealing with though. This is his era. He didn't fight in that era, so I can't really fault him. But at the same time, we can pump our brakes a little bit. Like even comparing him to Holyfield. Holyfield fighting Dwight Muhammad, Cowie, and all these type motherfuckers. Big Daddy, Bo. This
Riddick Bowe.
motherfucker fight, yeah, Riddick Bowe. He fighting against Lennox Lewis and all these motherfuckers. Old school George Foreman when on the comeback. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for this era, he doing his thing, but at the same time, we can't compare him to them other guys, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's how I try to look at the athletes all the time. I try to look at when they born and who they dealing, what they dealing with, what's they competition, and then judge accordingly. I'd never try to judge them against the greats because it's just unfair. You just can't do it. You can always hypothesize and speculate, but that's all it's gonna ever be. So just give them what they got in front of them right now. This one of this era's great. Yeah, I can say that. Now, where it put him in the conversation with the past era's greats, he'll be down the list, way down the list. Not top 5, not top 10, not top 15, not top 20.
Way down the list. That's why I give him his own special category. I call him a destroyer. In my mind, a destroyer is somebody that just come to, well, a conqueror, I meant to say. He a conqueror. He just gonna come and he gonna rise to the occasion. That's just what he does. You're not gonna catch him on the off night. You know what I'm saying? That's the way he operates. So if I were to put him against some of the greats of the past, I wouldn't count him out. I'm not gonna say for sure that Joe Louis would beat Usyk, because Usyk is a conqueror. Shit, he might rise to the occasion to get the job done. But at the same time, if I look at his resume and I start comparing him to the old school fighters, he don't compare. And I really think that's kind of unfair to him because he didn't fight back then. So I just give him his own special category. He is a conqueror.
I like that. Lewis, Holyfield, Grant, Abebuchi, and Tua were top 5 heavyweights in '99. That's words of Gil Cole.
Yeah.
Champ Ross say that's like some of these kids now saying Jordan couldn't do what he did back then, now in today's game. That is to laugh, and here's why. Because in basketball, no matter how you try to say the game evolved with the shooting the threes and stuff like that, you still got to dribble, and you still got to know how to pass, and you got to know how to score and play defense. Jordan was a defensive player of the year. He was an MVP in the regular season and the finals, all at the same time. First team defense, first team NBA, all those accolades. So the defensive part would most definitely carry over in today's game. The way he played, his tenacity, and the way he attacked the goal, it'd be a lot of these tall dudes, I'm thinking, getting their asses dunked on and turned into memes, because that memes have taken place as posters. But you're right, Jordan would still be able to ball the same. That Jordan from the 90s, the 90 to 95 Jordan, most definitely.
You know what? I actually disagree a little bit. The reason I disagree is because I think the game is different than the game that Jordan played. Jordan was a great defensive player, but he was able to hand check and do different things that he can't do today. They want the game more free flowing. Basketball and football, they want motherfuckers to be able to make cuts and shit without being restricted as much. And they want the offense. They want teams to score a lot of points. And Jordan was a great offensive player, but I'm not sure if his game would be as appreciated today. A mid-range master. They want the three-point shot for the effective field goal percentage. The way they see it, 3 points are worth more than 2 points. So if you got a team that can go out there and go 27 out of 54, and the team did that recently, I can't remember who it was, they actually fucking lost. because the other team shot crazy from three as well. I'm not sure if they want a guy
Was
like
Golden
Jordan.
State and who was that they was playing?
I think
I
Golden
want to say
State
they
beat
do Anthony Edwards.
I'm not sure if it was the Timberwolves, but I know it was a team that went 27 from 54. I think that might have been the Warriors that had that stat. And I think Steve Kerr had said that after the game. That's what had brought that to my attention, that they were so efficient from three, and they still lost the game. But I'm just not sure if Jordan's mid-range game is as valuable to the NBA as it once was, because all the teams want the Steph Curry. They want the Golden State Warriors type of team that can spread the court, pass that ball, and everybody can shoot and make that motherfucker. I think it would be on Jordan to actually adjust. I think he'll have to develop a killer 3-point shot so he can hang with these motherfuckers. And I'm not saying I prefer this style of basketball or nothing like that, because I actually like the old school of basketball. That's what I like. But I'm just looking at where the game is today, the amount of threes that they shooting, the amount of threes that they making. I'm not sure about the value of the mid-range game.
Well, good thing you mentioned about him evolving and changing up to the game, because when he first came into the game, he wasn't a 3-point threat, but he did evolve into becoming a 3-point threat in his era. So by him being able to do that in his era, I would have to give credence and believe that he could do it in this era as well. So now you got a guy that's deadly dangerous from all three aspects and 3 points of 3 parts of the court. You got him deadly outside the line, got him deadly mid-range, and oh goodness, if he decides to attack the basket, he is deadly going to the hole. And the thing that you have to look at as well, because they want the game to be able to flow so well, they're not going to be able to really touch Jordan. The same thing with the hand check that goes against him also goes against these kids, these players of today. So they would have to be able to really stay in front of him and stop him. And he could work the ball, So I think he, in my opinion, I think he'll still be able to handle his business and do his thing.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good player. I'm just not sure he'll be the same type of player or the same value of player. Like if you look at his win shares and shit like that, I'm not sure his win shares will be as high as they were when he was playing. Because I think that was just tailored. That was tailored to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even celebrate the high flyers and shit like we used to. We used to have all kind of motherfuckers that came down the lane, Dominique Wilkins and Vince Carters and Michael Jordans and Kobe Bryants. And we ain't even really got a lot of people that I be seeing that's quite like that. Some of the guys that I be thinking gonna be like that, like the Tatum kid out of Boston, that motherfucker be out there shooting threes. We do got some like the John Morant. We also got the kid from Anthony Edwards, but I don't see him as frequently as I used to. I'm seeing more kids want to get back and shoot the step back three. When I was coming up, the dunk was the cool thing to see, but now the sexy thing is the step back three. That's what they want to see, So that just made me think the style of play that he would have to adopt in the modern game. I'm not sure if he will be as efficient with that. You know what I'm saying? Like he might be able to become a good 3-point shooter, but still, if you're shooting threes, you're gonna miss more. That's just part of it. You're not gonna make as many threes as you do twos and layups and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not sure if he'll be as efficient as a player.
What Chan Ross say, if you can't touch Jordan or Iverson in half court, good luck. They would average 40 points easy. See, you have to look at it. To me, actually, they made the game easier. It's not harder. It's easier because, one, a guy worries about defense, but he doesn't have to worry about it as much because he can pretty much travel up and down the court unimpeded. Meaning y'all can't put your hands on me and check me. That's where all this extra super smooth dribbling that they do and do their little step backs. It looks great. It looks better when you've got somebody playing defense on you and you break them down and leave them in their spot, which this happens now too. But the game, like I say, is easier. The only thing that you have to concentrate the most on is getting your average up and shooting threes. And like Kobe, Mike, for sure, those two, they would always, you catch them, they working on their craft. Yeah, you might have seen Jordan shooting golf, but the stories of the way he worked out and practiced and did his thing, and the way Kobe practiced and did his thing, Kobe, in my opinion, is almost like a carbon copy of Mike. And he was doing pretty decent in the changing of the games. And I just gotta roll with the big dog, man. As far as this kind of analytical standpoint, I just gotta roll with Mike and say I believe he would be able to adapt and be a beast. The reason I would have to say he would be a beast for the simple reason when he stepped on the court, and this, my memory from hearing different players talk about him, he had them shook because they knew what they had to deal with. And the way these kids are today and how fragile they mentally is, he'll cook those boys.
See, I would be with y'all 100% because I see value in people that's aggressive like Jordan that can get to the cup and force fouls on the other team, increase their foul rate, and you increase your free throw rate by doing that. I see that, but I hear stories like the NBA players, like I heard Carmelo Anthony one time said that it was a coach that told him not to shoot no mid-range shots. He just wanted him to shoot threes. The game of basketball is not being ran 100% by basketball people. It's being ran by people with calculators. They're sitting up here telling you, well, it's more valuable with the analytics to do this and do that. You got coaches telling motherfuckers, I don't want no mid-range. I want to spread the ball around and shoot threes. So to me, I just think the way the current game is going, I think it'll be coaches that'll be putting and people with calculators putting their opinion on the game, and I think that will keep Jordan from reaching his full potential on everything that he can do. You can't hand check him, so he can get where he wants to. But you got a coach that don't want no motherfucking mid-range. He want to shoot 54 threes in this game. So the strength that this man has, the coach can take that away. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about, man. I'm not even going against his skill set and what he can do. I'm talking about the fucking game and the direction that it's going in. Even football. Do you know how many times I watch games and teams are going for it on fourth down? That shit is driving me crazy. I'm telling you, you got games where teams are going for it on fourth down 4 or 5 times in one game. I remember back in the day, if they do that shit, it might be one time in the game, a crucial situation, they got to go for it. Nigga, it is routine. I'm seeing the game change right before my eyes. I ain't even talking about the hitting and all that kind of shit. I'm talking about the strategy of the game. It's changing. So I see the strategy of basketball changing too. And that's what I'm speaking on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you. I get where your point's coming from. And we making points, but we was kind of on 2 different tables. You was on the table of the calculators and people like that. I'm just on the table of just straight out basketball going at it. I hadn't gave one thought to the calculator button punches or the people that were really doing stuff for the analytics.
I'm not a fan of that analytics shit either. You don't know how many times I'm sitting up there watching football. The team, they down by 2. They down on the opponent's 10-yard line or something, so they in the red zone. They get stopped, so they like on 4th and 2 or something like that. All they got to do is kick the motherfucking field goal and take the lead. You up by 1, but you got the lead. Go play defense. These motherfuckers got to go for it on 4th down, bro. Like, that shit is sickening. I'm not bullshitting, but that's what it is. Calculators are running sports.
borderline dumb. That's what that is. Because every time they fail, which I'm sure they fail plenty, you done put yourself in a situation where your defense got to go out there and earn a stop, or you stand a chance of losing depending on how much time on the clock, or getting scored on again and possibly losing worse.
Yeah,
that is dumb. You inside the red zone and you come out there with a 0,
man.
and it ain't because the kicker missed. Yeah, that don't make sense. I don't care how many calculators you got.
Yeah, the winning streak came to an end this past weekend because of the San Francisco 49ers. And I had already had a stressful game watching the Jets play the Rams. And the Jets, they actually were the team that went for it on 4th down 4 times in one game. And they barely hung on and covered the 10.5 point spread for us because they lost 9-19. So we won by half a point. And that shit was stressful, boy. I was pissed because they really could have won that game, bro. They just kept on doing dumb shit. So then I get to the 49ers, and we could have won that one. We was down by 2 points with 2 minutes to go. Brock Purdy, they got the ball. We got the ball. Brock Purdy go out there and throw a fresh pick. Don't waste no time. Intercept it right across the middle. I said, okay. The ball was on the opposite end of the field. So I say, okay, all we got to do is play a little defense. Maybe if they get a first down, they'll just run the clock out. We'll be good. These motherfuckers let Aiken or whatever his name is from the Dolphins break for a touchdown, and that got us up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't actually missed a couple of steps, but it's still the main shit. We lost the goddamn bet. So I'm sitting up there mad. I done called Brock Purdy every name except for child of God over here. So I was pissed.
That means every name, but that's an old school saying.
And then what makes it so bad is our last game was yesterday, Monday Night Football. We had the Green Bay Packers giving up 6.5 against the New Orleans Saints. And I knew it was probably going to be a little chilly outside. I got us a warm weather team that play in the dome. They going up to Green Bay. I knew it was going to be tough on their motherfucking ass. And Green Bay went out there and beat them boys 34-0. So that one loss by San Francisco, that cost us our motherfucking bread this weekend. And I wish you would have went on and hedged it, because I told you, put a hedge on this. That's what I'm doing. I know you don't like the hedge, but it would have paid off for you this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I wanted to ask you, did you check out F.A. Java's fight against Josh Goody?
Josh Goody.
Goodall.
Yeah. He stopped him. Goodall actually beat him in the amateurs. You know, he had a leg up on F.A. because F.A. got a late start in boxing. He came from soccer. So when it was a major tournament. I can't remember which one it was, man. Fuck, it's slipping my mind. It seemed like it might have been the European Games or something like that. And Goodall got a win over him. So then F.A. got his revenge in the pros and went out there and stopped him in 6 rounds.
Yeah, what I want to give him like most improved or most improved. I got to, because he looks like a much different fighter. The way he lets his jab go, he shot some nice uppercuts in that fight, man. Kind of threw me off. They changed his name to the Silent Roller.
Yeah, one thing about them fighters that got late starts in boxing, you see the most improvement out of them. If a guy been fighting since he was 9 and he got 300 amateur fights and all this shit, he pretty much is who he is. But if a guy got a late start, they got a lot of room to grow. It like if you think about the Frazier Clark versus Fabio Wardley fight. First time it was a good close fight. It was a draw. Frazier Clark, he was an Olympic bronze medalist. He been on the podium squad for Team GB and all this shit. And this motherfucker, Fabio Wardley, he ain't got no amateur background. He's just a natural. He just in there fighting. So then they go to the rematch. Like I said, the first one was a draw. In the rematch, Frazier Clark come with the same old, because that's who he is. But Fabio Wardley, he the one that got the room for improvement. He came in there and blew that motherfucker out. First round knockout. I'm talking about knock the hell out this man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you see. And I see that in FL Jabba, man. When he started out, he was kind of basic with that Houston, what's that coach name down there? Ronnie Shields, jab right hand type shit. But now he a little more nuance to his game. You know what I'm saying? He got a couple of counter shots he can hit you with. He can hit you with the uppercut and shit real smooth. And he always had a pretty decent jab, but now he can work off the jab a little bit better and shit like that. They talking about they gonna have him fight against that big bad motherfucker that knocked out Jared Anderson.
Bacoli?
Yeah, they talking about him versus Bacoli next. I'm about to just go ahead and lock in and roll with a jobber, nigga. Fuck what you talking about. I'm riding with a jogger, nigga. Don't start sounding scared and all that. We gonna put some money down on a jogger.
Okay, cause actually, I'm liking the way his timing was when he was like set for if the dude shot at him. You know, the dude fainted him a couple of times, but he reacted quick with it. You know how some cats, you know, you faint and then they react a little late. He was reacting, you know, the way he positioned himself to kind of step back. I noticed that from that was something that I noticed out of him that I hadn't seen before in the prior fights that he had been having, especially when he lost to Frank, which good bounce back for him. But I like the way he work off his jab, because he was shooting a nice counter right over the other dude's jab, a nice fast counter too. It wasn't slow; it was a nice quick thudding counter. And he was patient. He showed that he didn't rush the dude when he stuck him a couple of times. He just kept the work at a good pace and brought the pressure up right when he needed to. So as long as he can protect himself and take a good punch, yeah, we good. I think Effie he's starting to look good as a boxer.
Yeah, he done paid his dues too. You know, he done been around. They done put him off in there with some decent fighters. He done got some good tests off in there and shit. I think his last fight was a split decision win, if I ain't mistaken. I can't think of that dude's name that he fought. It seemed like it might have been that dude that Italian fighter. We had actually bet money on this guy when he had fought against Arslan Makhmudov. Giardello or some shit like that. I think that was like a split decision. But he done been offering up with some good fighters, man. He done been tested. He done improved. I think this is time, man. This is opportunity to go out there and do what he got to do. But he definitely got a big, bad, ugly bear in front of him, though. That's for sure. With Martin McCauley, nigga. That's going to be tough. It ain't going to be no walk in the park, but I think he got enough technique to get it done. I really do. They also talking about Fabio Wardley versus Lenier Perro. I ain't seen nothing really on that. That's what my boy D-Lo was talking about. And I know the type of victory that Fabio Wardley coming off of. They might make him the favorite. A lot of people don't know about Lenier Perro. You know what I'm saying? 5 on the pedigree scale type motherfucker. Might be a 4.5. I got to go back and check. Even still, he up there. He a world beater.
Right.
Yeah, he knocking niggas out. He ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be a good one too for us to get a bet in.
You said that boy, they're punching people like go to sleep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. When he fought against Ergovich in the Olympics, Ergovich hit that motherfucker with a right hand. It looked like he was gonna go through the ring. He fell so hard. I ain't bullshit. He took a hell of a right hand, man. Stopped him too. But you know, that's Ergovich. Ergovich a bad motherfucker when he focused. So I think he definitely got action at beating Fabio Wardley though all day.
The boy Gil Cole say Perio tough.
Yeah, Perro tough, man. But Fabio Wardley tough though. I gotta give Wardley his props, man. No amateur background, knocking niggas out like that. I'm talking about from Nathan Gorman and all these type dudes that's above him on the scale. He basically a zero. And he going out there beating threes and 3.5 and shit. Just went out there and stopped a 4.5. Hey man, I gotta give Fabio Wardley his credit. But I definitely can't take him over no Pero though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to interrupt you. What you say?
I said he an overachiever.
Yeah, he a natural. That's what I call him. He a natural. You know, a guy that don't have a deep amateur background, but for some reason he can go out there and just hang with and beat world-class fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Just like to fight, know how to fight. He know how to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always make that distinction too between guys that knew how to fight before they went to the gym and guys that go to the gym to learn how to fight. Even if they get good at it, I will never take a guy like that over somebody that knew how to fight before they went to the gym. It's some people, they've been whooping so much ass in the streets that somebody said, man, I got to get this nigga in the gym before he kills somebody or somebody kill him. That's the dude that I'm going to put my money behind. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the good boy, the good kid that followed his sister in the gym or some shit. Now all of a sudden he,
I know what you're talking about.
Who, Barrios?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all of that, man. Give me the dude that was whooping everybody in the neighborhood.
He's just spinning back over to Usyk. That's the kind of fighter I think he is. I think Usyk knew how to fight. Didn't hurt that he got 300 amateur fights. But when it came up to Fury and he tried his bully tactics, I kept saying that Usyk strong. You know, he showed in the first fight that he wasn't gonna let Fury push him around. And the way he was slipping up off of Fury and returning the punches, Fury hit him in the back of the head. I couldn't see what he shot Fury with, but Fury's head shot back like a Pez dispenser while they was in close tight. So I don't know if he caught him with an uppercut or what. But everything that Fury tried, Usyk answered back. Everything. I mean, when Fury tried to lay on him, Usyk got him up off of him. And I give it to the ref. The ref didn't let him linger and hold and just lay on him either. So hats off to the referee for getting his big ass off of him. But it wasn't a close fight to me, man. It wasn't a close fight to me. It was decisive.
I give props to Riyadh season for the ruling of the fight. Because one reason that I had picked Fury, because I thought I might be following the money. I was like, man, they might want a trilogy. It seemed like Fury getting a little cozy with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and it seemed like he got some love for Fury. It seemed like he want him to win. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and roll with the politics and follow the money. But they did the right thing, and they ruled the fight right. Same thing can't be said about the Johnny Fisher and I think Dave Allen or some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know a lot about these guys. I actually picked them on the Sean Ross before, but they ain't had that amateur background to just stand out to me to make me remember. I do know that the favorite, he was knocking folks out in the amateur. He didn't really go real far, but the time that he spent, he was knocking folks out, and that's actually rare. Because even some of the greatest punchers of all time, like Thomas Hearns, they wasn't even knocking folks out in the amateurs like that. You know what I'm saying? But in this professional fight, he fought this guy. I think he had like 7 losses or something like that. He might have been stopped like 3 times or some shit. But he came to fight. I didn't actually watch the fight, man. I was listening to D-Lo. I listened to the commentators. And I read about the fight on Boxing Scene after the fight. And I looked at the comments and shit. Everybody seemed to be in unison, unanimously agree with each other that the underdog should have won this fight. And I think that's Johnny Fisher. So that's one that Riyadh season got wrong. They have been very good overall with scoring the fights right. But there have been a couple of times where they didn't get it right. And this was one of them.
The thing that I was tripping on is they used that artificial intelligence to help to score the fight and show what it scored, and he had Fury get his ass whooped too. But yeah. Frank Warren, that dude can't accept the loss. And if you ask me, is Fury not doing the same thing that Wilder did when Wilder lost to him? I'll go to my grave believing that I won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Is he not being a sore loser?
I mean, I can't call him a sore loser for having an opinion. He was in there. If you in the ring, you got an opinion on what happened in the ring. So if you feel like you won, I can't really fault a man for saying that shit. Hell, I done had fights that I felt like I won and lost. Ain't nobody about to sit up here and tell me I was a sore loser, nigga. I felt like I won. Shit, it is what it is. I ain't get hurt now, Tom. I'm putting hands on this motherfucker. What more am I supposed to do? So I can't say you're a sore loser for having an opinion on how the fight went. It ain't like he went out there and got knocked down 4-5 times or some shit. I mean, I'm not gonna act like he wasn't competitive in there. He was fighting back. He landed some shots off in there, and you know, he might feel like he did better than the first fight or something like that, and thought that would be good enough to get him over the hump or something. I don't know, but I thought the right man won the fight. He disagreed.
The snowman got melted down. I enjoy seeing the perplexity on his face, not really knowing what to do, when Usyk just kept being Usyk. The 19 and a half stones did him nothing. Nothing.
He got out there, though.
Yeah, he got out there, and I'm not taking away that, you know, he fought. He did fight. He just, you know, he got beat by a better fighter. And the bewilderness on his face, you know, showed. You know, Sugar Hill was getting on him in the corner. I mean, Sugar Hill was digging in him, man, you know, letting him know when he had the good round. He's like, you see, when you step to him and you throw the punches, which I did see what Sugar Hill meant, because Tyson did start stepping and throwing. He dug a couple of nice uppercuts to the body, stepping to Usyk, which kind of got Usyk off guard, but it looked like Usyk instantly adjusted and started laterally moving a little more. But he kept answering. He was the most agile one in the ring, not Fury with Wilder or something like that, where he could take advantage of the things that Wilder wasn't hip to. He was in there with somebody that was pretty much hip to everything that you could possibly try in the boxing ring. Let's kick, unless you kick or knee somebody. You know what I mean? Usyk well versed in it. You know, far as we know, he studied the craft. I can't say that I've seen him in the video drinking or smoking or doing anything like that. Not that comes to my memory. But when people were saying, you know, he older, I was looking at the fact that Fury's body is damaged due to the coke binge and the alcohol binges that he be on or went on in the past. So I was thinking they bodies, if it's a breakdown there, they about on equal playing field. But Usyk showed he had a hell of a gas tank, and he was hell of a smart, because he came in all heavy, and Usyk beat on the part that was gonna matter the most, and that was the body.
And he took Fury body shots because Fury was going to his body too. I remember early in the fight, he caught Usyk with a good body shot, and Usyk smiled at him. You can't help but like this guy's mentality. It kind of put me back thinking about Jack Johnson almost, because, you know, since he took the body shot from the bar, so I guess everybody thinking he's soft to the body now. So of course, you know, they want to put that in the game plan. We think he's soft to the body, so let's go to the body. So he caught him with a good body shot, and Usyk laughed at him, just like back in Jack Johnson day. They used to say that the black fighters was soft to the body. That was one of the things they would say. They would say that we had the yellow. Well, I can't say we because I wasn't no fighter back in the day. But they say that the fighters had the yellow streak, and they also were soft to the body. So they get off in the ring with Jack Johnson, and Jack Johnson would let him hit him to the body, and be laughing at him and shit. He'll be telling them to hit him to the body and all that kind of shit. So when he was laughing at Fury with them body shots, they just put me back in the Jack Johnson and shit. Yeah. Usyk a bad motherfucker, man.
He went out there and handled his business twice. Y'all thought it was a fluke the first time because it was a split decision. You go out here and correct that real quick. That's how you correct it. Unanimously. Then they say, what you think about the cards? I won.
One thing that Fury can hang his hat on, though, is that after the fight, the people thought he won. The viewers. They scored a 115 to 116. So for him to say that he thought he won, I just can't think that's crazy. Because there were people that thought he won the fight.
Moody Trey Weather, salute. Because I just can't let it go. I'm gonna say most of those people, I believe they just wanted Fury to win anyway, and they having a hard time swallowing the fact that what they thought was gonna happen didn't happen. A lot of I heard the way some of those cats behind the money was talking that he know what to do now and he gonna come in and impose his big man size on him like he should have did in the first fight. I'm like, how he gonna do that? He couldn't do it in the first fight. How he gonna do that in this fight? Usyk won the first fight, so Fury got to make the change. And the only other change that he's ever made was, I'm gonna come forward and bring pain. But you can't come forward if the dude steadily stepping to the side and angling and popping you in the body and jabbing you and getting up under your outstretched arm.
Yeah, when it comes to fan scoring, what you said is definitely very possible. It could just be a bunch of fanatics and they want Fury to win. So that's the way they voted. That is very possible. But I'm gonna speak up for fan scoring overall though. It is definitely more reliable than judges scoring. That's for sure. So like for example, when I'm studying fights on BoxRec, because they keep the scores on BoxRec, and the fans, they can actually go score fights on BoxRec. I don't go looking for what the judges said, nigga. I go looking for what the fans said. And that is definitely 100,000% more reliable than what the judges said. The judges will say it was a draw, it was this, nigga, them fans, they gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away from the fact that what you said could be true. It could have been some people that just love Fury and they want to see Fury win. But overall, that's I got some respect for fan scoring. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. You know, that was just my thought. And our crazy brother Hyphy done slid in. MZ, stop calling my phone trying to tell me about Haney's wife choosing up. I ain't trying to hear all that foolery. Boy, stop. That poor fella said. Anyway, Usyk. Now, I guess, you know, I don't know what Daniel Dubois, Usyk, I want my revenge. Usyk. Oh, congratulations. I want my revenge. Let's get it on. I was like, dude, for real?
Like, he ain't got a fight coming up already.
Right. He got to fight Joseph Parker.
Nigga, I got Parker. I'm riding with Parker all day after that shit. After those
your mind ain't on your fight.
Your mind is on some other shit. And I guarantee you, Joseph Parker ain't looking ahead. And he should have been a champion already here. Some people thought he beat Joshua. Joshua definitely had a referee escort in that motherfucker, helping him out against Joseph Parker. Nigga, Parker ain't no walk in the motherfucking park. Nigga, that's a 4.5, nigga. This motherfucker, the bar better get focused on the fight. Nigga, I got Parker, nigga.
Yeah, the voodoo might be the more off the
I
old
was
chin.
just over here thinking he better get a re-up on the voodoo, nigga. He need another spell cast, nigga. Yeah, he better make sure that he is up to date on his motherfucking spells, nigga.
What you say? His anti-spell better be up to date. Your subscription is
yeah.
didn't pay last month.
Yeah, because if that chin turn back into glass, nigga, it might be a problem. It might be a problem, nigga.
But what was player Usyk turned around and say, "Your Excellency, how he say it, make me fight him."
Yeah.
If he make it past Parker.
Yeah, I ain't like that shit though, man. You gonna get your goofy ass out the motherfucking ring. This nigga just went 12 rounds with a motherfucker. And here you come with this old goofy
revenge.
Ass. Yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. He just looked goofy and he looked like he on the fucking spectrum or something. I respect Daniel Dubois, but he just come across like a fucking idiot to me. And I think that made me kind of not like him. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like dumb people. It just is what it is. I like people that I feel like I can learn something from. So if I put you in a category that I just feel like you're dumb and I can't learn nothing from you, you don't bring no kind of intellectual value, I ain't got no
You
respect.
out of there.
Yeah, you out of there. Well, that's how he comes across.
He just need a PR coach, somebody to coach him up and show him how to move when the camera on him. Because right now he just got that old wherever he from kind of movement. Wow. Hyphy say, how do you feel about YouTube boxing experts stating Usyk must fight Wilder in order to be considered a great fighter? And that's hands down not correct at all. I can't subscribe to that. So Usyk has already done his thing. He surpassed Wilder because he's the one champ, one name thing. Except, he got stripped, but he was there for a hot second before he got stripped. So that goal that Wilder had dreamed for himself, Usyk has accomplished it. So yeah, Usyk, he don't even have to worry about fighting Wilder. For what? To see Wilder not let his hands go? Come on, man. Let's not do that.
He got to fight a motherfucker coming off a 2-fight losing streak. That's what he need. A motherfucker coming off a 2-fight losing streak is the key to his greatness. Now, come on, man. They say the man who beat the man. The man got beat, and he beat the man that beat him. That's good enough for me.
There it is. D-Lo for boxing in the house. Salute, fam.
Salute.
Haven't seen him come through in a minute. Last time he came through, he was like, man, I'm saying hi and bye at the same time, pretty much. Got to go to bed. Tired. Y'all understand that?
That nigga D-Lo crazy. I told this nigga, I said, man, this motherfucker just about to fuck our money off in the game. This nigga text me back laughing and shit, nigga. That shit don't be funny at all to me. Ain't a motherfucking thing funny about losing to me. Bullshit. That nigga text me laughing and shit like, nigga, what the fuck is funny about us about to lose our money? That's my nigga, but that nigga crazy as a motherfucker.
Oh, man. He say Wilder is the last of the top heavyweights of the generation. But Wilder is way down the pecking order in real time. By name and accomplishments, yes, he is at the top. By what kind of fighter he has shown in the last 2 fights, he is totally down the pecking order. He's behind Dubois.
But what accomplishments really though?
As far as holding the champion, the belt for like 5 years, for the knockout rating and all that. Beating Ortiz is, I would have to say, is his best over a technical fighter that he has, and
that's his whole career.
Yeah,
2 wins over Ortiz. Them other wins ain't really shit except for, I guess, the first Vern win. He was undefeated. He was coming off the knockout victory over Chris Arreola. I give Wilder credit for that, but outside of that, that shit weak and well, Wilder. It is what it is. He ain't out there beating no real hellified good ass fighters except for Ortiz. And we don't even know how old that motherfucker was. He might have been 50 already by the time he fought Wilder. So it is what it is.
Oh man, he gave the fight game some great highlights. That's
He
what he
did.
did.
He was a human highlight reel in the heavyweight division for a little while. So yeah, I give him that category, a highlight reel. But outside of that, it ain't a lot of substance.
Okay, on that one tonight, I agree. D-Lo answering and said it'd be rough on him too. He also said he have to laugh at them point shaving ass MFs. I can't let it get to me. Then he comes through and say, in no way am I agreeing that Usyk needs to fight Wilder. No, we just rolling off of it and saying, you know, what's the point? What's the purpose? Because you know it also came through. That's what that was the question Hyphy brought up. No, he don't have to face Wilder. If Wilder was still at the height of making highlight reels, then yes, it would be a favorable fight. And I can see people chomping for it. But when the last time you seen Wilder knock somebody out? Ortiz?
Nah, oh boy, the
Oh,
Nordic
Helenius.
Nightmare. Yeah, Helenius.
There it is. Since then, he been getting beat. A trilogy with Fury, with a lot of controversy around it, but hell, it is what it is. Record books say he tied and lost twice. After that, you know, it looked like the roller coaster has made it as high as it can get. It's on the downswing.
Yeah. I know we got some fights coming up that's tough to predict. Like there's Zhili Zhang versus the dude from Germany, Usyk Kabayel. That's a hard one.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Caballero.
Kabayel is the one that went out there and whooped the shit out of Frank Sanchez. I believe he stopped him. He went out there. He beat. I think he was the first person to beat Arslanbek Makhmudov. He stopped him with body shots, if I'm not mistaken. So he coming in pretty hot. You know, he didn't have no real deep amateur background. He did his thing in Germany, but on the international level, he ain't really just up there like that. But as a pro, he seemed to be turning on like it's becoming his time. You know what I'm saying? He like 32. So he still at the tail end of his prime. And Zhili Zhang, he like 41 years old. He got all the amateur shit. He like a bona fide 4.5. Bad motherfucker, but he 41. And it's like, damn, when is this shit gonna come to an end? And I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy Caballero, he might be the wrong thing for an old man because he going to the body so much. That's why he's stopping everybody. He going to the body on these motherfuckers. So I'm like, if he get on the inside and go to the body on his own, he might fuck Zong up, but at the same time, his own hit him one of them left uppercuts or something, he might fuck Caballero up. But, you know, 41-year-old men, they ain't supposed to beat 32-year-old men. But this is a 41-year-old bona fide 4.5 that's coming off a good win. He knocked out Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He beat Parker, dropped him twice with the lead left hand, southpaw. It's a tough one for me, bro. I ain't lying, man. If Zone wasn't 41, if he was 38, I got Zone all day. But damn, man, I'm really about to take a 41-year-old man over a 32-year-old motherfucker that's coming in hot, stopping people.
Man. Yeah, just mull it over a little bit. You're gonna come to what you need. D-Lo say Wilder did nothing in the Helenius fight except look like he didn't belong in the ring until he landed the big shot. So MZ, if you were to re-enroll in the league, you would know something about folks like Javier.
Yeah, motherfucker, I don't like how you said what you said either. Talking about mull it over and I come up with it. Nigga, you got a whole boxing channel, nigga. It's up to you to mull it over and know what's going on.
That's not what I meant. I thought you was talking about putting something down.
No, I'm talking about just on top of the fights who you got and all that shit, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm still a boxing fan, brother. I ain't just a boxing betting man. I'm still a boxing fan. So as a boxing fan, you know what side I'm gonna go with. Also, the Virgil Ortiz fight versus Israel Madrimov. Now you know both of them, so you definitely can have an opinion about that one.
Madrimov. This his chance to wait, am I saying the right guy? Paul Terry. That's Madrimov, the one that fought Crawford, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a good one. We're gonna see if he come out there and be the Madrimov that Duquesne spoke on so highly of because of the foot movement and the angles and everything like that. Virgil Ortiz gets a chance to show us that he can deal with that and counter it. We get to see what kind of heart he got. Because I think Madrimov gonna come out, he got something to prove. You know, he went out there and he kind of, you know, he wasn't the Madrimov against Crawford. And I think this is a chance for him to prove that he is a player in the game and people are gonna have to respect him. I think it's gonna be a hard fight. I can't say that Virgil Ortiz just gonna walk in there and get no win. He might get showed something. Might end up, dare I say, might end up taking a loss decision.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I got a 4.5 going against a 4. Madrimov is the 4.5. Won silver at the Junior AIBA World Championships. Got like 200 and some amateur fights and all that shit. Virgil Ortiz 140-20. Olympian. This definitely is a tough one to pick too. It kind of reminds me of the fight this 2 weekends ago, where you had that southpaw from Golden Boy, the motherfucker that got knocked out by the other southpaw that lost to Brian Norman Jr. Damn, man, this dude here, the southpaw for Golden Boy, he lost to Speedy Ellis. That was the first person to beat him. But he just had a fight like 2 weeks ago or something. He fought this guy that was a 4.5. We actually bet on the fight, and we got lucky because we took it on the money line, and they ruled the fight a draw. But that guy was a 4.5, and I really thought he should have lost. The dude I'm talking about, Alexis Roca. Alexis Roca should have beat this guy because I thought he outboxed him. We got lucky to get a draw to get our money back. You know what I'm saying? So going against an Olympian ain't never comfortable. Unless you got somebody special like Shakur, you got a Tank or something like that. If you ain't got nobody like that and you going against an Olympian, you could be in trouble. So even though I got Madrimov as a 4.5, the fact that he going against a decorated Olympian gives me cause for pause. I think Ortiz is a little faster. I think he a little bigger, taller, longer reach. He got them type of advantages. As far as Madrimov, his last fight was against a southpaw, Terrence Crawford. So I think he's gonna be back in his element in this fight. He's going against an orthodox fighter this time. So I think he's gonna be able to work off his jab and do the things he like to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gonna be more comfortable. So I think this is strength on strength. We're gonna get both fighters at their best going against each other. I won't be surprised if it's a draw, to be honest with you. But if I have to take a lean, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 4.5 because I ride and die with my skill for the most part, unless I'm on my dumb ass. And I'm gonna take Madrimov.
Here. Javier, excuse me. Javier is the new heavyweight body snatcher. He's stopping big, scary heavyweights too. That's word
Yeah,
to D-Lo.
yeah, he the body snatcher for sure.
And Ziggy Zhang facing that.
Yeah, one thing I will say though, the people he beating, orthodox. It's a little bit easier to be a body snatcher going against the orthodox than it is to be a body snatcher going against a southpaw as an orthodox. So he going against a southpaw this time. So like your left hook to the liver, it's a little bit harder to land that punch against the southpaw. Actually, it's a lot harder to land that punch against the southpaw. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier to land your right hand to the liver against the southpaw. Slip the jab to the outside, and when you slip it, dig that right hand to the body, and you will hit him in the liver. But I think that's a big variable in this fight. I got to go back and see how many southpaws he fought, how did he perform against them as well, because this is a different type of puzzle that he has in front of him with Zhili Zhang.
Well, he better be a puzzle master that night. That's all I can say. D-Lo say first quarter of 2025 gonna be lit if all the fights happen. Yeah, you never want to think that a fight gonna get pulled out of something like that until I guess Tank started putting it in your head because of the council rumors and all this. I don't know what the hell going on with that young man. But David versus David, that seemed like it's gonna be lit. They look like they didn't got themselves to bubble over on each other. The attitudes is in full flame. I'm excited to see that fight. That should be a good fight. David Benavidez talking about beating him up, and if he can get the knockout, he's surely gonna go for it. David Morrell just talking cash. He ain't scared of Benavidez.
Yeah, but Morrell, he actually took a little bit of the excitement away from me. I like the way Benavidez is talking. He giving me exactly what I expect. But Morrell, he said something. He said that I'm gonna take him to the Cuban school of boxing. And like whenever you get these type of fights where you got like a unstoppable force going against an immovable object, and it seemed like a can't miss fight for action, I always ask myself, out of these two guys, which one is more likely to try to box? And Morrell answered that question, because the Cuban school of boxing is hit and not get hit. So he basically let me know that he's not coming for a detonation, explosion fight of the year fight. He coming to take this dude to the Cuban school of boxing. And the way he talking, it might work in his favor, because like he making him real mad, revving up the bull and shit, so he can go out there and beat the matador and outboxing. But this is not. I don't think it's gonna be the type of fight that I was hoping that it would be. I think he's gonna go out there and try to box, but at the same time, he got a long reach, 78.5-inch reach, 130-2 amateur record, won gold at the AIBA World Championships. He's a 5 on the scale. He might have enough to go out there and outbox him. And him trying to outbox him, that might be a good strategy. It might not be a good idea to go head up with Benavidez on the inside, because Benavidez got shorter arms and he got faster hands. So that could be a recipe for disaster if he does that. So it might be good if he try to box him. But I'm not expecting the great emergency against emergency fight that I was hoping for.
D-Lo brings up the question, but can Morrell do that? You said even as an amateur, he was in there fighting.
He was. That's one thing I like. I definitely noticed that about him. Even when he was in the amateurs, it looked like street fight. If I was Morrell's father and I sent him around to the Cuban school of boxing and he came back fighting like that, I'd be mad, the motherfucker. Like, what the hell was you learning over there, boy? Coming back fighting like that. Nigga, you could have learned that shit in the backyard, the way he fighting. But I can't take away the fact that he won a gold medal off that shit. But at the same time, I mean, maybe that's You know what they say about fighters. He ain't had to show you yet. So maybe he ain't had to show us yet. Maybe he got a little something that we ain't seen yet because he the one that said it. I ain't said nothing about the Cuban school of boxing. He the one that said it. Escuela de Boxeo and all that shit. So maybe he can. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. D-Lo said that I think we'll get a firefight at some point, even if it's in small spurts. If he boxes and he's capable of boxing and using angles, who knows? The Cuban, the I can't even see it, but the Cuban school of boxing might showcase a spectacular knockout.
We'll see, man. In my mind, I am seeing that if it's more action, that probably favors Benavidez. If it's less action, that probably favors Morrell. So, yeah, boxing might be the best way to go. But we'll see.
Benavidez say he's gonna walk him down.
That's what you want. If you're gonna go out there and box, like George Foreman said, the only way that you can really show your boxing skills if you got a man coming to you trying to knock you out. Because you know, boxing is self-defense. It's the manly art, but it's self-defense. And so a motherfucker coming at you trying to hurt you. So Benavidez is setting up the classic, like the classic scenario. A big bad motherfucker coming to you trying to knock you out. What's the best way to defend yourself? Box that
hands up.
Yeah, but box that motherfucker. Hit him and don't let him hit you. So let's see if Morrell can do what he say he's gonna do.
It's gonna be something. D-Lo said,
oh yeah, and what he said he feel like they're gonna fight on some point.
At some point in spurts, even if it's in small spurts.
Against a guy like Benavidez, you ain't got no choice. And ordinarily, against Morrell, you don't have no choice. But obviously, he's put himself in the position that he said, out of the two of us killers, I'm the one that's willing to step back and box. And the fact that he has the deeper amateur background, that might give some credence to what he's saying. Like out of either one of them, who's the one that's more likely to have some hidden boxing skills that we don't know about? I would say it's probably Morrell.
Yeah, I think we pretty much seen every facet of Benavidez, unless he got something hidden that he's gonna unveil in that fight. But with Morrell, where he comes from, I know as D-Lo was saying, he always say that a thing is to its core what it is most of the time. Go playing on the fact that he believes that Morrell at some points are going to end up stopping and fighting. And what come across my mind is, could it be the setup, step back box, and once you get lulled into the fact that he's going to keep stepping back and boxing, you make a quick plant and drill off a few and get out the way. That to me would be a perfect scenario setup. Seeing that Benavidez, I believe Benavidez is at the point where he mad, like you said. If he controls himself, he'll probably catch on and not be trying to chase Morrell. But if he comes in with that attitude and he's stepping forward, I can see that being a perfect setup for him to box, move, box, stop, plant, and drill off. And duck out, duck out and pivot. I believe that'd be a good move for him because Benavidez, we know he'll keep coming. He'll keep applying that pressure. We do know that. So if Morrell is going to show us the boxing school, that could be a perfect play out of it.
Yeah. You got to mix in some fighting too, though. I done seen fights where guys come with that like a pure boxing type of style. Like when Teofimo Lopez, he fought this guy from Spain. He a southpaw. I thought the southpaw beat Teofimo, but no, it wasn't Teofimo. It was no. I got two different fights in my mind. One of them is Teofimo, is Sandor Martin. A lot of people thought Sandor Martin won that fight, but he ain't stop and fight enough. You know what I'm saying? So then we had another fight with this guy named Arnold Barbosa Jr. He fought this guy from, I want to say he from Ireland. He another southpaw. I can't think of his name though. And I felt like he outboxed Barbosa. A lot of people did, but he didn't stop and fight the motherfucker enough. Regis Prograis, he fought against this guy. I think he Dominican. I know he a 4.5 on the scale. Daniel Zorilla. His name is Daniel Yito Zorilla or something like that. A lot of people thought he went out there and beat Prograis, but I don't think he stopped and put hands on him enough. You can even say Bivol versus Better Beef. A lot of people thought Bivol won. I think Bivol would have had a better reaction from the judge if he would have stopped and put them hands on him just in most spots. So I think that'll be what get Morrell over the top. If you go out there and just try to beat him in the straight up and outbox him, I don't know if that's going to be enough to derail Benavidez. He got a big following behind him. He's getting bigger and bigger. It's some money behind him. I don't think it's enough to knock him off. But if he can go out there and box him and have the moments where he rumble with him, put some hands on him a little bit, I think that can get him over the top and get him a win.
Yeah. When I was saying planting and putting it on him and getting out, that's kind of what that's what I mean. I just looking at it as he's gonna be so sweet if he get in there and club Benavidez and then switch out on him where people be like, damn, did you see that? Pepper's ass, damn, he just messing with Benavidez. That's what I'm talking about. Devo said, I think it's going to be a good fight regardless. I want to see at least one of them big boys hit the canvas. Oh, that'll set the cap on it, especially if it's a good fight where Morrell is engaging, not just moving around and boxing and jabbing and moving around. Not that. Make it, if you're going to box, make it box where you it's a fight still. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. Where people to get it, except make it a fight. You can box, but make it be a fight where people be like, shoot, he whooping his ass. You can do that, but it ain't gonna be easy because the Mexican monster gonna be coming, and he let his hands go, and he goes to the body, and he just constantly shoots straight from the shoulders. If that's correct. Because the way Benavidez let his hands go, you can't really read when he get ready to throw the punch a lot.
He had somebody that got with him one time, though. He won a split decision. It was some years ago. I think it was a hard puncher, too. I can't think of the guy's name, but it was a split decision against this guy. So he got some vulnerability in there. He can be hit. He just an offensive juggernaut. I'm talking about them hands are fast. He got some good power. Like you say, he relentless. He got the size. Bad motherfucker. One thing about this fight, though, man, it's not often that you get a genuine grudge match in the ring. Two guys that genuinely do not like each other. I'm talking about, nigga, as soon as they get on stage and you give them some microphones, nigga, it's an explosion in that bitch. Hiroshima, nigga, Nagasaki in that motherfucker. They the last time they did a little press conference after the media workout or some shit they were doing, and they had this woman up there doing the interview. They should have got her out the motherfucking way. Cause that's what she was. She was in the way. Them niggas up there, they promoting the fight, they getting into it, you know what I'm saying? She talking about, oh, guys, calm down. Calm down, guys. Bitch, what you mean calm down? It's a big time fight. Get your ass out the way. But I love that about this fight. Even if it do turn into a different type of fight that I was anticipating, the fact that it's a genuine grudge match between two guys that dislike each other, that sets it apart from a lot of fights.
Because you can believe somebody if they get the opportunity, gonna fight to hurt. And that's what people gonna be expecting. That's what the fans gonna be sitting back waiting for that explosion to go off. And the guy you was talking about named Gabriel, that's by D-Lo, he letting us know.
Oh yeah, Ronald Gabriel. That's his name. Yeah, that's split decision. He fought with Benavidez. I want to say Benavidez got him in a rematch, but that still don't take away from the fact that their first fight was a split decision. I might be wrong. It could be the other way around, but I think I'm right.
Okay. Frank gave Benavidez fits while the battery was up.
Shit, Andre was getting off some pretty looking shit as long as it lasted. You getting off some nice looking shit combinations. Can't nobody tell me they didn't think that shit looked pretty them first couple rounds when he fought against Andre. But you know,
it was pretty wide lasting.
Hey, but the Andre, them punches were landing so regularly, it looked like it was Southpaw versus Southpaw. The punches ain't supposed to land like that when you got an open guard fight. This guy Morrell, he might be able to hit Benavidez a lot easier than what people anticipate, because his arms are already gorilla arms. 78.5-inch reach, brother, and the man is only 6'1". His shit supposed to be around 73. He has 78.5. I'm telling you, man, he might go out there and put hands on Benavidez a lot easier than what we anticipate. But we'll see, though.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Me and my mama been talking shit. My mama, she got Benavidez all day. I said, I'm riding with the 5. I'm taking Maria. So we've been talking shit about it. We can't wait.
That sounds so cool right there. My mama talking shit about Benavidez.
Oh, yeah. She like Benavidez. She rock with the Mexican monster.
Man, I'm sitting here just looking and thinking in my mind, but Morrell, I'm going with Morrell. The box, I got a feeling that he gonna make Benavidez look what's the word? He gonna strip him of his cloak of being able to rumble over people and stuff. He finna strip him with that.
I'm gonna tell you the most likely outcome of the fight. He gonna go out there and try to box. Benavidez is gonna bring pressure, and no matter how Benavidez performs, he's gonna win. Almost like Canelo versus the American Dream. From Cuba, man, Esrelandi Laura. Yeah, it's gonna be like a Laura. Potentially, it could be like a Laura versus Canelo fight, where you got the Cuban out there boxing, and then but Canelo bringing that pressure. And even though a lot of people felt like he lost the fight, including me, my mama too, we ordered that pay-per-view. They gave it to Canelo. It's hard to knock off a popular Mexican. If the Mexican is aggressive, it's hard to knock him off. You're gonna have to completely dominate him, or you're gonna have to box him, but have the moments where you put hands on him too. Like Bivol versus Canelo. You know, he outboxed him, but he still had him against the ropes, putting hands on him. That got him over the top. And you see it barely got him over the top. 115, 113 on all judges, 3 judges scorecard. So if this guy Morrell, if you want to take him to the Cuban school of boxing, don't forget to whoop his ass too, Morrell. You got to have both, brother.
Yeah, because if you don't have both, that takes away from the whole dream of this fight ever even taking place. It's got to have the excitement. They got to bring that, because, you know, that's what they known for. They both really known for just going after and running people over, beating them up. This showing them the Cuban boxing schools tactics. It is a shudder of, okay, you can look at it like that, like, okay, he's saying he got something for old Benavidez. that we ain't seen. He finna show us something. I hope he really do dig into that bag and show us something. I'm expecting a good fight. I want to see like a seesaw effect. You know what I mean? Where you're on the edge of your seat. Well, one round you be like, okay, that went that way. The next round that went that way. Then the round after that, you be like, damn, I don't know which way that round going. That's the kind of fight I'm expecting, hoping, and just please let it happen. Boxing gods, sprinkle some of that dust over it and make it that kind of fight.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's man, because we've been waiting for it from 68. Now we at 75. Come on, we finally got it. A fight that we've been like, this is a fight we want to see. This is a fight we want to see. And it actually happened. And honestly, it don't seem like it really took that long because we so used to waiting so long for certain things to happen when it comes to boxing that this happened kind of, fairly quick.
Yeah, credit to Benavidez, man. He the one that really had the power to make this happen. And he seems to embrace this idea of knocking off people that other people don't want to fight. Like he seems to like that role. So that's why we can get to a fight like this. And salute to him. I'm glad we're going to get it. And I can't wait to watch it. But the only thing is the card is not stacked. It's a pretty weak card. We have been getting very spoiled with Riyadh season and everything that's been going on with these remarkable cards. And we got PBC, they still stuck in the old days where you got the top heavy card. The main event is great, but the undercards ain't that good. Maybe the best undercard fight would be Angel Fierro versus Pitbull Cruz. That might be the best undercard fight, but that's not nothing to sell a pay-per-view on, though. I think they need to get with the times and start stacking these cards up if they want to compete with the other pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still looking forward to it, man. I just wish they would get with the times and stack the card up.
Yeah,
especially if you want to charge 80.
Man, especially since prices is going up like they are. Man, people gonna start looking like back in the day. It'd be like, man, I can do that. Now it's about to be like, man, I don't know, dog. Shoot, I need gas.
Yeah.
I might not get to see this fight. I might have to stream this because, whoo, that man said $80.
Yeah, shit. And this nigga Hyphy done taught me how to break the goddamn jailbreak.
What's that shit called? The jailbreak the fire stick?
Yeah. This old hacking motherfucker that taught me how to jailbreak the fire stick on them boy. So
need some information. You might need to reach out to him and let him know how to do it. He got one and he like, man, I'm trying to figure it out. Look at that.
Who? Big E?
Big E, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to holler at Hyphy because I can't even remember that shit. Yeah, I can't remember. Hyphy the man, though. Hey, I need
you mess around and have him to put his fire stick under maximum security lock.
Hey, I want to see that new Lion King movie though. Hyphy, man, hook me up with the Lion King, bro. That Mufasa movie that's coming out. I want to see that.
Man, I saw the
trailer.
I saw the actor dude that's playing the role, and then I saw it. That really looks like it's gonna go hard.
Yeah,
and that's crazy, but it looked like it's gonna go hard. And I'm gonna ask my wife, baby, you want to go check out Mufasa?
Yeah. He had hooked me up on the Gladiator 2.
Oh man, that was good.
You thought it was real good?
I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed where they call themselves going with it, and I kind of because I enjoyed the first movie, so I was able to ride the plot, regardless of how they did it, and I felt like it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was decent. I gave it 2.5 out of 4 stars. That was my rating that I gave it. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was worth watching. I can't say it was just a great but it was a very good. Well, not gonna say very good. It was a decent movie though.
Yeah, you
But
know, it's kind of hard to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say it's hard to follow like make a sequel to a classic though. So they had that up against it.
Yeah, that's a big shadow to come away from up under. It's hard to do. But going back to that Musafa thing, it's so cool because we're about to see the Lion King's daddy's, story.
Yeah,
That's whoever sat back and came up with this, hats off to him. I always look at when it's characters of a good show. If you could go back and write their beginning and make it a good one, you got a classical and skillful team, and you should use them to. If you're gonna make a series out of it and bounce different characters, those are the people you need to deal with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm excited to see that new Den of Thieves. 50 cents behind that, which I got to give that dude plenty credit on his eye and understanding for getting behind projects that seem to really blow up and bring in money. He got a real good eye for that.
Yeah, he a monster.
That Den of Thieves gonna go hard. It's gonna go real hard.
Yeah, I ain't even seen the first one.
Oh man, you in for a treat if you haven't seen the first one. It's also a chance that I give Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jr. I give him his props for his boxing, for his acting chops in that movie. Forget him playing his daddy in NWA, which he did a very good job. In my opinion, he acted like his dad and at some point sounded like it. But in Den of Thieves, the plot is so live, bro. If you get a chance to watch it, watch it. The plot is so live to this movie, the way it centers around. And he's the key. But the way they got it written, you wouldn't really suspect him to be the key because you got 50 Cent and these boys in there, military, ex-military, and all this. It's some high-ranking stuff going on. And he showed himself to be a very good actor in that movie. So,
check it out.
yeah, if you get a chance, do check it out. I give that movie 4 stars.
4 star out of 4.
Yeah, I give it that because I when I sit down and look at the movie, I want to enjoy it, and I want to feel the plot as it unwraps and everything like that, and the turns and the surprises, and that gives me that. It gives me all of that. It gives you action. It gives you stress with the police. It gives you all kind of stuff that those kind of movies should bring. So yeah, I give it a 4 out of the 4.
All right, I'm gonna check it out then, man. I might watch that tomorrow or something. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna see if it's on demand.
You know how you have a movie that you don't really have any major stars, 50 Cent and the guy, I think he's Leonidas. Him. They, in my opinion, are the biggest faces that's in the movie. Everybody else is to me. If I'm reading it correctly, because I don't really remember any of their faces for anything else. They're gonna be a upcoming new group of characters. It's just gonna depend on how they get advertised and cast and what's coming up after the first one.
Yeah. So what's your favorite Christmas movies?
My favorite Christmas movies. Oh my gosh, I was just talking to my wife and about this movie with the little dude, Christmas Tale, is it?
With the glasses?
Yeah, Ralphie with the red rider BB gun.
Yeah, and he licked that pole and got his tongue sucked.
Yeah, man, that's one of my classics right there. That's one of my top go-to movies to watch. As far as Christmassy with the family. what's another one? I enjoy pretty much all of the like Scrooge movies, especially the more up to date ones where they actually able to make the ghost look like they're really doing something. I can't remember the name of the last one. It's not actually Scrooge. I think it's Ebenezer or something like that. I
Yeah.
enjoy that one.
Yeah.
And shoot, I can't think of another one that's just really popping out right now. But those two for sure, I would sit back and if they were like, let's watch something. Ralphie, I gotta watch Ralphie, man, because Ralphie, my boy.
Yeah. My all-time favorite is the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas from the
Ooh,
60s. Yeah, the
ooh,
little cartoon.
yeah, boy, you
That,
just
that shit is fucking hilarious to me. And I have to watch it every single year. And they put it on demand every year. So I'm thankful that they do that. But that shit, I be on that weed. I be laughing my ass off at this dude because that motherfucker is straight rotten. And that shit is funny.
you say straight rotten.
Yeah. I be singing the songs and shit. All that, man. I love that right there. So then another one is Home Alone. That's number two. And when Home Alone first came out, it came out the same around the same time as Boys in the Hood. So I went to see Boys in the Hood with my mom. And when I went to see it, she had covered my eyes and shit. Uh, it was a part in the movie. You know the part in the movie went up in the girl's room and her parents came home and he jumped out the window and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she covered my eyes because she didn't know what was about to happen, you know what I'm saying? So when she done that, that made me mad. Like I don't even want to go to the movies no more if you're gonna be covering my eyes. I'm a little kid. I'm a little kid saying all this. So she like, okay, well, it's another movie that came out for kids. It's Home Alone. And she took me to go see Home Alone, but I'm really going begrudgingly because she covered my eyes last time. So I'm still mad about that. And I ended up loving this fucking movie. I'm talking about it became one of my all-time favorite movies. Definitely number 2 on my list of Christmas movies. And number 3, probably Home Alone, Lost in New York. Nigga, I love Home Alone. That was my shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
yeah, those the ones I gotta watch every year. So I'm gonna check out the Home Alones tomorrow. I'm probably gonna check out the How the Grinch Stole Christmas after this live stream right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Let me catch up in the chat real quick. Benavidez was 20 years young when Gabriel uh, scored a knockdown on him. However, David wasn't hurt at all. Then D'Lo
Okay.
said the hunter became the hunted and took it personal.
Well, let me ask you this, D-Lo, because I don't remember that fight like the back of my hand. Do you feel like it was a justified split decision type of fight, or did you think Benavidez dominated the fight?
Okay, well, D'Lo answered that. Gabriel dropped him first fight. He said, I didn't see the Andre Benavidez fight, so he gonna watch it tomorrow. Then he asked which movie. Yeah, Den of Thieves is several years old, D-Lo, but it's a good movie and it's a good watch. And they coming up with part 2, which is about the perfect time, if you ask me, to do a sequel. You know, it's almost where it's starting to fade out of memory. But once the name hit, it reignited. Not only does it reignite, because people seeing it and seeing how the setup is going, it causes you to go back to watch the first one, which is available on everything damn near, and refresh yourself with it. So I think it's gonna be a good movie. So yeah, it's a new one coming out to answer your question. And it looks like he's helping me out. A Christmas Story. Yes, that's the name of the show with
Yeah,
Ralph.
yeah.
D'Lo said he like Almost Christmas with Danny Glover.
I don't think I've seen them.
Yeah, I can't say I remember that either. He said this Christmas is cool too. Polar Express. That one is a classic, and it does play in my house every year because my wife loves that movie and my granddaughter loves that movie. So that's a movie that I have to watch. I do enjoy it, but for me as an all-time favorite, it's not there. And he said the Grinch is epic. Yeah, when he said it, I caught the shivers because I'm like, oh, he reached so far back. He turned me into a kid when he spoke that. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's how you touch me like that when you said the original Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr.
Grinch.
Man, that
You
was
really are heel.
and the way he was squirming and worming through the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, when the little girl was in the bed with a candy cane, he snuck up in there and took a candy cane.
Poked it out so smooth the way he tapped it through.
Man, and then when she woke up, he gave her a glass of water and helped her back to bed. That nigga there riding it up.
He even took something from the rat.
Yeah, he didn't even leave a crumb for the rat.
The rat thought he won. He reached back through that chimney hole and give me that. What you think this is? I'm Grinch, bitch.
Ain't nobody get nothing for Christmas, nigga.
Yeah, if you got to think of a heel, Grinch is the all-time king of the heel when it comes to trying to rotten up Christmas.
Oh man, that's my guy. I ain't lying. It is extremely funny, man.
I promise you, when you see it there, I shot back to being a kid. I was like, whoa, this boy here went to my childhood and pulled out something. I just wouldn't expect that to come from you.
Nigga, I ain't that damn young, my brother. I came up on that shit. Charlie Brown and all that shit.
Man, the Peanuts game.
Yeah, well, how about I'm gonna tell you something that used to make me cry as a kid though. Goddamn Frosty the Snowman. That nigga get to melting this shit and got me crying like
oh no.
But you remember that Frosty the Snowman though, huh?
Happy birthday.
How about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, nigga, when they had that claymation?
Quit playing with me, man. You better stop playing with me with Rudolph, man. Come on, man. Why they wouldn't let Rudolph play? On his nose? Come on, man. Y'all tripping. Rudolph was the boy.
Yeah, the Owl and the Misfit Toys and shit. That was my shit back in the day.
Captain Cornelius. Everything he looking, trying to find gold, throwing that axe, letting it land, licking it, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about this shit. I need to try to find that.
Man, the abominable, what was it? The abominable snowman? Man, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna try to find
Claymation was the but Claymation was at that time, Claymation was that was like today's what would be the best, AI or what they call it when they turn old boy into the Hulk?
Well, I don't know, special effects or something.
It's a special effect, but they got a certain name for it. Like we just said, Claymation. They got something when they make the superheroes really be the superheroes, but I can't remember what the name of it is right now. Where they got the dots, the suit on with all the dots and stuff, so all the cameras can get them.
Yeah, what you talking about?
But yeah, man, you bringing back some memories. What was the name when you remember Happy New Year? The baby Happy New Year when Rudolph, it was just like a spin-off one where Rudolph was trying to save him and help him get somewhere because they was laughing at him because his ears was real big.
That sounds kind of familiar.
He always wore a top hat.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure. I might recognize if I saw it though. Yeah,
he had a little curly head, kind of like a baby. And Rudolph helping him. And the joke is his hat, they get him to take his hat off, and when he take his hat off, his ears big to the mug, man. And they start laughing. You know, the cats around Rudolph, they start rolling hard in the midst. And
I
his little
think I seen
legs
that.
got hurt.
Yeah, I think I see that.
Yeah, man, that was one of the ones that I used to watch as a kid too. Couldn't wait for it to come on as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't miss me on that. I always was on the Peanuts game. Snoopy Come Home, when he ran off to meet his original owner, and Charlie Brown was sick. Thought he wasn't never coming back.
Say it again. He said the Charlie.
Snoopy had left to go visit his original owner, and Charlie Brown was sick about it. You know, because Charlie Brown thought he wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that one, huh? I can tell you.
No, I don't remember that one. I'm over here at the same time trying to find this damn Rudolph. I'm trying to listen and find this shit at the same time. I just found it.
Oh shoot! You done went and hunted up Rudolph?
Yeah. They got it from 1979.
Man, I ain't gonna say how old I was, but I'm like, wow. Rudolph came out.
Yeah, 1979.
Now
You say
you
about 55 now, huh?
You finna do the math. I knew it.
Yeah. What you about 10?
I changed with the year. But I was just thinking to myself, damn, we was impressed by Rudolph. How dare we be impressed with Rudolph at that age?
Yeah, 10 years old.
Give it anybody talking about shit. Rudolph was it. I'm gonna tell you a Christmas movie that got played, especially in my auntie's house, boy. When that movie came on, the whole house sat down in the living room and watched. And that was the 10 Commandments.
Oh yeah. I grew up with my grandmother, so you already know what time it is. 10 Commandments, Ben-Hur, all that type stuff.
Man, I didn't like Ben-Hur. It was the name. I don't know, but as a kid, I'm being for real. You know, as a kid, I just couldn't mess with Ben-Hur. You can give me Moses. I'll take Moses all day, every day. I'll throw some Samson in there too, so I can see him push the pillars down. You know, and whoop the army. But when we got to Ben-Hur, I was like, what? Ben-Hur, that, you know, that right there, it just was, I was like, why? Why are we watching her? Man and Ben, you know, to this day, as a kid, from my mind being wired crazy or whatever, I've never watched that movie.
I think I watched it when I was young. I remember the chariot little race or whatever they was doing back in the day. But I can't really just remember it completely though. I wouldn't mind going back to revisit it one time though, see if it was a good movie.
Yeah, I could remember that I didn't watch that because I can remember that.
Yeah,
for sure. I just wasn't watching Ben-Hur.
He was on that King of Kings though,
huh? Which one? Oh, you said King of Kings. I'm thinking when we were kings.
No, that's Ali now. I'm talking about the one about Jesus, the King of Kings movie back in the day.
I'm trying to separate my mind because I know it's an animated one.
No, I'm talking about with the real people.
But yeah, the king. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
the one
I'm talking about that main Jesus movie everybody was watching back in the day, and it was long.
Oh yeah. We wasn't missing that. We
watched that. You know, you had the 10 Commandments, but you also had the King of Kings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Family Classics. It used to come on Family Classics. Family Classics was it.
Yeah.
Family, man, making me sit back here and remember, especially at this time right now. That's crazy. Yeah, Family Classics introduced us to a lot of good movies. I got hip to Orson Welles listening to him, listening to it on the radio. We had TV. We had TV. I'm just saying, my cousins and them, they hit me. We was listening to it on the radio, and then when they came out with War of the Worlds on TV, the original one, oh man, that movie there just was so classic, so cool, so crazy.
Yeah. What you think about them drones that's been flying around in the Northeast?
It's dangerous. I think that. I think that for sure, because how easy it is for some. They weapons. You know, if there's one thing you got to understand or come to have realized, nothing that they have created thus far that has electronics in it with computer chips and stuff has been unhackable. Nothing. We don't know what could happen and something fire off and kill some people. I don't think that should be flying around like that. If you using that, use it to fight the wars like y'all was doing and accept the casualty stuff there. But don't have, man, come on, get that out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have no frame of reference for that shit. I didn't even know drones could get the size of a damn school bus. I didn't even know that shit existed. So I don't even have an opinion about the shit because I don't know nothing. But it don't seem like it'll be good though. They talking about they flying next to the bases and all kind of shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm surprised they ain't shot that shit down yet. If they come to Texas with it, I won't be surprised if somebody shoot that motherfucker down some kind of way.
It's all kind of holes in that motherfucker by the time they get back.
That's quite business.
What you shooting that bomb? Look right there, right there. Chris, Pookie, everybody be unloading them up.
Yeah.
If he even get back, they'd be shot it about the sky for sure. He said, "Did y'all used to watch the Superbook cartoon about the Bible? Never heard of that one."
Oh, me neither.
I never heard of that one. I did watch Reading Rainbow.
Well, yeah.
He said, "Yeah, the ones used for warfare are big enough to be manned."
Yeah, so I ain't even know all that, man.
That's insane to have it. Well, you know, they always think of some great, magnificent way to knock off somebody. I always just have in my mind that they unleash on us, just people here, period. I'm like, come on, man. That's, you know, that don't sound, it sound crazy, but I'm like, you can't trust humans. Man is man, and you don't know what they think of when they get some power like that they can control. You don't know what kind of transformation they go through, what they feel like they can get away with or do.
Yeah, I be laughing, man. I be watching them channels that be talking about wars and shit. So like they've been talking about the Russians fighting the Ukrainians, and the North Koreans gave the Russians 10,000 troops to help them at Kursk or some shit like that. And they say the troops, them niggas, they trying to watch some porn and shit, nigga, because they been off in North Korea and they can't do nothing over there. They strained up over there. And now they done got away from North Korea, nigga. They trying to see what's out here, nigga. They watching porn and all kind of shit. Talking about they ain't trained where the fuck. I saw this one video, nigga. This dude was flying a drone, and he swooped down on this motherfucker. It was two people out there, so he swooped down on one of them, and that motherfucker just started shooting at the drone. So then the drone turned around, and you can see the other guy. He on the ground now. So this nigga, he done shot his comrade trying to shoot down the drone. It just showed how poorly trained they are. So they got them folks strained up, man. They already malnourished. Kim Jong-un in North Korea, they feel like a starving soldier is a better soldier. So they don't be feeding them and shit. Them motherfuckers got to go steal food and all kind of stuff. So they got them niggas strained up out there, man. They already don't even want to fight.
Did you just say a starving warrior? A starving soldier is a better soldier?
Yeah, that's what they say. So they like to keep them hungry.
That's crazy. You want to make don't no? I can't do shit hungry. I can't. I can see my. You can put me in any era, bro. Slave era. I can't do it, boss. Slack with this. Okay, you didn't hit me with the whip, but shit, I'm still hungry. I can't move a goddamn thing. You might well just go and beat me to death. Yeah. I can't function. I can't think. Everything is confusing. I can't understand a damn thing. As a soldier, a 10 hut, bro, I'm sorry. You finna send me to the stockade. I can't even stand up right now.
Yeah.
He said there's a movie about a soldier who had to control drone bombing. He hated it. If I can remember the movie, I will pass it along. It's a couple of them. Did you say he was control? Was he the one that was where they was using the pointers and he blew up the people from that was coming out of a certain building? Or is it the one where they were sitting at the oh no, I'm thinking you said he was a drone. They sent him into the jungle with another team. He usually controlled the drone, but he ended up going on ground to save somebody. Is it that you're talking about? And Hyphy said, peace, y'all.
All right. Yeah, I'm about to go and jump off too, man. I'm about to go find me something to eat and watch the Christmas movie and get on some of this gas, man.
We got this man hipped and lit up. He finna go Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, I'm on all
very shiny nose. If you would ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other man, come on, Z, stop.
Yeah,
almost went, what? Man, you enjoy your night, man.
Yeah, appreciate you letting me get on the panel, man. Always good to talk boxing and whatever topics that arise. Salute to the people off in the chat, man. I'm gonna get with y'all, man. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Man, Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I ain't quite going nowhere yet because I still want to ride a little bit. You just shot me at it. The Christmas mood. It just haven't been. Hold on. I really got to make a run. Let me hit y'all with You Can't. And y'all give me a second, please.
I tell them you can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. I'm a type of nigga that said shit straight. I never did hate, that's a bitch nigga trait. By any means, baby, I'ma get to the cake. I been a real nigga, so it ain't for debate. Beefing with me, get you hit with a stake. She left you for me, saying you the mistake. I can't be replaced. No. Saving what hoes? Do you see me with a cake? I hustle from sun up to sundown. If a hater run up, he get walked down. We be up in that stick on who talk down. Reaching for my shit, 5-5. I be putting in work, I don't clock out. Talking dirty, you niggas get mouthed out. Shout it like how I kick it like Kung Lao. Cause these niggas be chicken, compound. I ain't wanna do it, but have to. I'm the shit like I live in the bathroom. Pull up, eat it, and dip, she fast food. Girl, let me show you what this cash do. I'm going nuts like the cashews. My name in they mouth with a bad move. Not a brokey, I go with a cash move. I'ma set this shit off if I have to. Hey. Niggas ain't built like me, bionicles, but you self-made. It's ironic though, you original but you be copying. I'm by my coins, I got that sonic flow. Bruce Lee, Roy, bitch, I got the glow. Probably run a ticket up at Papa Do's. Call me Young Atomic cause I'm about to blow, nigga. Pause, no homo. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up. You can't get like me. Pack strong, hit like me. We ride till we DIE. My cash up too lit, I be ya.
Whew, made it back right on time. Where we at? There's a movie. He said peace, y'all. Merry Christmas. Is it? Oh, he's speaking out. Yeah, D'Lo, you ain't tell me which movie it was, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you a Christmas movie, which I found to be strange as a Christmas movie, but then they was turning Christmas into like an action, and that was remember the Die Hard movies before Bruce Willis went bald. Those were some pretty good movies to watch, and also Lethal Weapon seemed to pop up around Christmas time, seeing that they had the Christmas setting. And it's one of his movies, which gets a little play every once in a while. That's a good old school classic movie to to pull up and watch. Come sitting down thinking of it. I'll tell you a movie that's about to play in my house. Soon as my wife gets enough rest under her belt, she got her little outfit that she gonna put on. My daughter has her outfit, and they gonna sit down and watch Elf with Will Ferrell. They love that movie. My wife can watch Elf. Oh my gosh. During the Christmas season, that movie gets played. But they haven't played it a lot. They plan for it for them to all be together so they can watch it. So Elf's Will Ferrell's Elf is another one that we get to watch up in here. As a family's favorite when it comes down to Halloween, Christmas movies. And I noticed another one, animated movie. My granddaughter kind of picked. That's the Tim Burton's Halloween. I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas. I hadn't really paid attention, but I've noticed that since my granddaughter has become of age, where she makes some decision to control her grandpa's TV when she's around, tends to put that movie on during the holiday time, and it's available. So, Nightmare Before, that's a good movie to watch with the grand. I do whatever I need to with the grand. But yeah, Tyson Fury lost. That's a early good Christmas present for me. The Big Snowman. He fought a good fight for Tyson Fury. But Usyk's just better. And all the people, I know the seesaw of opinion is going to go up and down throughout. Excuse me. And not to disrespect the fans that just truly might feel that Tyson Fury won. No disrespect to them. But I still believe deeply that a majority of them are people that just wanted Fury to win. It fit their narrative of, oh, he gonna come back and be this certain way. Yeah, that was the conversation by most people that felt like he was gonna win. And he got showed for what he was. Now, just to touch on it and not point fingers or anything, I guess a finger might get pointed a little bit when I speak on it because there's no way around it. Clarissa Shields, her movie's coming out in less than 30 minutes. The Fire Within. Hope you guys go support the sister and check it out. Because I plan to. I'll take the wife to go see that as well. Streaming is, I can get it like that, but I want to, it's a date thing. You know what I'm saying? Get older, you understand. It's a date thing, especially when you got a wife, significant other, whatever how y'all want to put. I ain't representing. I'm significant other mean like a long time girlfriend that you might as well say classified as a wife because you stay there and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, plan on going to see that. But touching on the situation with the Remy Ma and the Papoose thing, because it's a black thing, it's getting blowed up. Now I knew about the Remy Ma and the Easy the Block Captain thing because I be checking out the battle raps. So this is how I read it, and some people will say I'm tripping, but I'm not. I'm just going to tell you how I see it, not being biased in any way or another. But Remy Ma gets called out for cheating, and only because the internet told on her. It wasn't Papoose that put it out. She actually got caught, in a bad situation, and boys started talking about it. Now, we know about Clarissa Shields and Papoose only because Remy Ma found out about them, and she decided to blast it on the internet so the world can know. In my opinion, reading it, and I'm no expert, but got some age up under me, and I pay attention to how certain things go. And this woman seemed to be a little upset, and she wanted to show the world Papoose in the bad light to equal the bad light that she was in, if there's such a way to do that. Rolling right along, she blasts out Clarissa Shields, which turns this into hip hop and now boxing. And the boxing world is going to look at it, and they're going to make their judgments and their speeches and their thoughts and everything aware of it like that, which I understand. That's how people do, and that's how they look at it. I don't know if you want to say good publicity or bad publicity because her movie's about to come out, but it is raising some eyes to the fact that this is who she is, a world-class boxer that popping around with Papoose because Remy Ma told. Okay, I understand, the might want to show him in bad light. This is just me thinking, and I'm breaking it down to the people who making judgments on one way or the other. A lot of people saying Clarissa's wrong and this and that, and they only going about things of what they heard and what's been put out is that she's dating Papoose. Trying to say that she was talking to the guy while Remy was in jail. There's no proof of that, and I've seen nothing of that. I'm only going by what I've seen, what I know that they let come out of their mouths and what they're speaking on. Now, with all that being said and done, we can come down to this. There's about a 14, 15-year difference between Clarissa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma. Sis, don't waste your time on something like that foolishness. That's the only advice I have for her. Clarissa Shields, that is. To close out, I'm just going to say this. There is a picture of Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain hugged up as if they were an item under a Christmas tree. No matter what you say, how you put it, Remy Ma has been exposed for cheating. I ain't worried about no sex tapes or nothing like that. I'm just saying this is what hit the internet. But what I know is the fact that there's a picture that exists of that, her and this guy, Easy the Block Captain, under a Christmas tree. My thing to everyone is that picture should not exist because Remy Ma at that time was married and at this present time is still married. So no matter how you look at it or how you want to break it down, the arrows only start to point to one way of why things in that circle started falling apart. Argue with that. And I see my boy Devin Haney. Oh my goodness. Out of nowhere. And I do mean out of nowhere. Somebody, some company, some way videotape of Young Thug and Devin Haney's now, if I'm understanding this correct, wife and soon mother-to-be is in a video crying, talking about she wants this dude and all this and nobody else. She don't like nobody else and this and that. It is an ugly situation. Yes, that is horrible to have some kind of footage of your soon-to-be child's mother, your wife, floating around like that. Especially from a jailhouse. With audio. That's just ugly. Now people clowning and everything like this. And the only thing I can look at is, it happened 2 years ago. Now, was 2 years ago Devin with this girl? I don't know. I don't think so. I thought he was with some other babe that they was making fun of about being a stripper or something. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But 2 years ago, if he wasn't with her, that's what she had going on 2 years ago, I guess. There's so many ways to look at it, and I hate to have to look at it in any kind of light, because as comical as it is on every kind of light, it's also sad, because I'm like, damn, Bill, you haven't guided your son to peep out the wrong type, the wrong thing. I could be wrong, and this young lady could be have did a whole turnaround, changed her life, and it's not the way the internet is starting to make her look from her past and everything. But who knows? D-Lo said, he always says something to its core is what it is. But I ain't gonna say nothing about that either. I just wanted to touch on it real quick and give my thought. You get a chance to go check out Clarissa Shields' movie? Go do that. I'm going to. With that being said, I'm going to thank everybody for coming through. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. Feliz Navidad and all that good stuff that is love to be said. And I'm out. Peace.